Hello, I'm Ralph from ARX Labs. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to install WSL2. As a developer, we are used to using Linux systems because most of the servers around the world right now is using Linux in the actual development field. So in using WSL, we don't need to dual boot our systems, laptops or PCs. We don't need to dual boot it using Windows and Ubuntu, but instead we will install Linux distros like Ubuntu alongside with our Windows. So that's the use of WSL. And WSL2 is more faster than 1 because it's 2 already. Alright? So we don't need to install or run VMs or virtual machines or virtual boxes anymore because it's more using WSL2 is more faster and reliable, and you don't have any logs using WSL, Windows subsystem for Linux. Alright, so without further ado, I'll teach you how to install WSL2 as our web or application development environment. Alright, let's start. So right now, if we check on my computer for a moment, check on my computer.
Excuse me, bro. You have a message.
I already when you type WinVer on your run, you just, if you don't know how to do this, you just do Windows R and type WinVer, and as you can see, the current version of my computer is 20H2 because I already updated it. So there are many ways to update or upgrade your Windows 10. First way is to go in this site, microsoft.com, and just search for the software download for Windows 10. So they're offering the update from October 10, 2020. So in my case, I did not use this link. What I did was went to here and tried to type update. So select check for Windows updates, and then I installed this one, Windows version 20H2. So it's what I know was the WSL will run from version 2004 and higher. So right now I'm installing version 20H2 because this is higher than 2004. That's why we run the WSL2 successfully. So let's start. After upgrading your system to 2004 or higher, what we need to do is go to this link. I'll be sharing this on below on the description box. So first step is to enable Windows subsystem for Linux. So to enable it, we'll just go to step 1 and copy this one. And actually I already finished running this on my system. So if we just go up here, I already run this, enable Microsoft Windows subsystem for Linux, and after that we'll go to the, we don't need to go, it's based on here. If you are using the ARM64 system, you need to have the version 2004 or higher. Alright, so to install WSL2, and then we'll go to that step 3 to enable virtual machine feature. So just copy and paste this one. So I already did it on my system also. So virtual machine platform was already run, and after that you need to download this package. Let's see the link. Yeah, so I already downloaded this one, so it's successfully downloaded, and you can run this to update your WSL. All right, and to show you how it looks, um, so it will look like this one, and you'll just do finish, and you just do next, click next on your side if you don't have, because I already installed mine, so that's why it is it showed finished. And after that, we need to check version our version of WSL. So using WSL minus L minus V to check. So basically L is means list and V is version. So if you do this, WSL dash dash list and dash dash version, the same as that one. Yeah, basically I was wrong. It was not dash dash version, but it was dash dash verbose. So actually right now we're running Ubuntu 18.4 and it's version 2. So the next step is basically I was on version 1 before. So what I encountered issues on it. So if you already installed distro, the step you need to do is this one, to set the version to 2, and you need to put in the distribution name first and then the version number. So for example, in my case, I did WSL dash dash set version, then copy the name of the distro if you already installed one. If not, so copy this Ubuntu dash 18.04, then the version of WSL would be 2. If you want to convert it to 1, you can just put 1 here and run it. So we're running it. We'll just wait for a few minutes. VS Code server, okay. Close remote, because I was running VS Code, so I'll just close this one. Don't mind that VS Code thing. So it's converting to version 1, back to version 1, WSL version 1. And if you haven't installed a distro from, you can just go to the Microsoft Store and select from the distros. So like if you, I already installed Ubuntu 18, so if I would love to install Kali Linux, the steps would be just clicking this one, and let's try to install it and use WSL2. Okay, get it. So it's downloading right now, and basically WSL is still converting to version 1. So maybe I'll just pause the video a little bit And I'm back. So basically, the Kali Linux is already installed, while our WSL conversion from version 2 to version 1 is not yet finished. So let's just check our Kali Linux running. So yeah, it's already installed. So basically, I forgot to tell you about when doing this one, when installing your WSL, you need to run your PowerShell as administrator. All right. So to do that, you'll just search here PowerShell, and then just run as administrator, or right click this one and run as administrator. All right. So right now it's still converting. Conversion completed. So if you want to check our version of our Ubuntu, or the lists of versions that we have, and the list of distros and the versions that is been using, so just type in WSL-LL-V to check. So Ubuntu is using, as you can see, is using version 1 right now, using WSL version 1. And as you can see, there's no Kali Linux because it's not launched yet, so you need to launch this. So it's installing. Kali Linux is installing inside our, and we need to set up new info. So just put archives here and enter a password. We type. Okay, so our Kali Linux is already set up. So if we do this WSL-L-BV, Kali Linux is running WSL2. It's automatic because we already installed WSL2 in our system. So if you want to make our, like for example, we installed Ubuntu already and we are in WSL1 and want to convert it to WSL2, we just need to set the version to here, right? So remember, WSL, that's just set version, the name of your distro, that is from the list here, and set the number, version number. So the latest version number is 2, so need to convert. The conversion is in progress, so it'll just take a few minutes. So right now we're running Kali Linux. So if we can check ls pwd, where are we? So we're in the home archives. So if you want to see the file system, so this is the file system for Kali Linux. And want to go to the desktop, just type in desktop or pwd la. So there's no any other desktops or anything inside our Kali Linux, so it's a bare bones Kali Linux thing. Alright, so let's check if we already installed WSL2. So that's how to install your WSL. So the first step is to upgrade your Windows system by first checking your version. So if you have 2004 and above, like mine, I have 2000 H2, this is above 2004, we're ready to go to install the WSL2. If not, we need to install or upgrade our system first, and then after upgrading our system to 2004 and above, we can already follow these instructions, install the WSL2 by going to our PowerShell by running it as administrator and just doing step 1, copy this one to enable your subsystem for Linux, and then enable virtual machine feature, then download this one, WSL2 kernel update, and then yeah, you can already set the default version to 2. Right, if you have distros already installed, the one that I teach you earlier, you can do this one. Put the distro and version number if you have distros installed. So to double check, the version is complete. So WSL minus L minus V. So yeah, all of my distros are using the WSL2, and that's it. So for more videos, and then the next upcoming video, I'll be teaching you how to do Docker, installing Docker inside our Windows and also in our Windows subsystem for Linux. We'll be installing Docker inside our Linux so that we can already develop our great apps in the future. That's it. See you guys. See you in the next one.